So the Rochester Bats make a quick 1-0 lead. Philippines a little confused. Rowan Diano didn't seem to know he was going out to take the face-off, and also has shoelaces untied, which they're not paying any attention to, which is fine for now, but maybe won't be if he winds up tripping. Matched up at the draw against Mike Cooper. I'm sorry, not against Cooper. Against Mark Stanton. Got my Mikes and my Marks confused. Pushed around in front, nobody able to come up with it. Ball kicks over. Turnabene. Now fed in front. Nice recovery by Jetski to stop that shot from Ryan Lewis. And so the Bats go back on the attack. Dakota Thompson with the ball right now. Thompson, a big lefty. Working on Turnabene. Turnabene with a little push there. They say it is a loose ball push. Give the ball over to the Bats and give them a fresh 30-second shot clock. But a little too much down in the pick department. Gives the ball over to the Philippines. Dish that back. Now down low. Ooh, and a nice shot there from Greg Rucco. The lefty shovel gets that one past Jetski as he takes the feed. It was Rucco from shut. And instead it was an open and shut case. And it's 1-1. So we go back to the draw. Now James Ramirez for the Philippines, who just moved early. He's been taking the bulk of the draws for the Philippines. That was John Brandt who came away with the ball to start things off for the Bats. Time Ryberich. Ryberich tries to get that past Magnier, can't. Magnier dishes that forward. And back behind the play, we had a little bit of back and forth. We'll let them sort this out, but it looks like it's going to be roughing, simultaneous roughing calls. That was Mike Cooper getting the roughing call for Rochester, and James Ramirez for the Philippines. Ramirez spent some time in the box there earlier game today for a similar call. So different game, different player he got into it with, but he's been into it in both of their games today. Pass made it through. Jetski wound up having to make a save, even though it wasn't really a shot. And the ball kicked around. Picked up. And dished ahead. Colin Bowman comes off the floor, having given the ball over to Don Menard. Menard, who had the first goal, tries to get another one, can't get to the net. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And a loose ball push will give the ball back and give a full shot clock. So Dakota Thompson got pushed. Now he's looking to get the ball back. And John Turnabene comes away with it. Turnabene with good speed, tries to shovel it through, gets knocked down in the middle by John Brandt, but Philippines come away with it. That shot from Turnabene gets turned away by Jetski. They feed it ahead. Unable to get that shot on the frame. Tom Ryberich, good defense there by the man who currently has the ball. That's Brian Birmingham. Birmingham gets in front, takes a shot, gets a piece of it, a piece of Jetski. Here come the Bats. For the Bats, Denny Ramaker. Ramaker dishes that off. Unable to hold it there, Adam Pulver. And that shot wide off the stick of Zach Crawford. And so here comes the Philippines. Again, all tied at 1, now at about 8 minutes and 30 seconds or so left in the first half. Fed down low, gets through. Ryan Lewis couldn't handle it. And so the Bats come back on offense. The flowing locks of Colin Bowman as we see him dish the ball off and head back to the D zone. Fed in front to Cooper. Cooper, who already has one roughing call. They get the ball to Turnabene, not enough time. He's not going to make it, but they let it go. So it didn't look to me like he had made the timeline. Now we have a penalty coming to Rochester. So, illegal substitution penalty winds up being served by Don Menard. And the Philippines goes back on the offense. With the man attack, missed pass there. Nice play to keep it alive by C.J. Schuster. Picked up by Jeff Geddes. Jetski with a nice save and then controls the rebound. Gets it out. And here come the Bats. Under 40 seconds in the penalty. Remember that penalties here are 1 minute penalties unless you get a major. So 1 minute penalties because the time is running. The penalties don't start. A great check there. Oh, and it's going to be a hold as Tom Ryberich lost his stick and then lost his mind. Ryberich lost his stick and then grabbed a player to stop it, so he gets the hold call. Wanting to stop the break and then lucky to not get more than just the hold call. So the first penalty was released. And the Philippines did no damage on it, but now another man-up opportunity. So the ball will start with Brad Thomas up high. He's got Brad Gabriel right there. And then C.J. Shutt down low as the righties. On the left-hand side for the Philippines, it's Geddes with the ball now. And Schuster. Fed in front. Shutt can't do anything with it there. Gets forced out. And there's a goal from the outside. Bradley Gabriel with the bounce shot that eludes John Jetski. And it's a man-up goal that gives the advantage to the Philippines. Your score 2-1. So the Philippines cashes in its second man-up opportunity, or cashes in a man-up opportunity for the first time with its set in 2 chances. And then they get the ensuing draw and are on offense. Matt Cusio with the ball. Cusio goes wide, takes that shot. It hit off either Jetski or the post, so it gets a fresh 30-second shot clock. But Cusio playing on the wrong side of the field. Righty playing on the left-hander side. Nice check there by Turnabene, stripping Ryan Gates. and then comes away with the ball and then eludes the check. Oh, sorry, it's not Turnabene who got off the ball. It's Greg Rucco. Kicks the ball back. Again, Matt Cusio. And that one, trying to cram that by. Geddes can't get it by Jetski. So we've got 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And so now we've got the Bats too much time. And a penalty to boot. So another man advantage. They're 1 for 2 are the Philippines. And the ball now comes out. Oh, nice check there. Great check by Geddes, robbing Ramaker of the ball. Lewis misses it. Ramaker gets it back. And he finishes 5-hole. Wow. Great shorthanded goal by Denny Ramaker. And he ties this up. Unlikely play. Ramaker, after getting stripped on the great play by Geddes from the Philippines, is able to stick with the play and get it back, and then basically drops that ball 5-hole on Manye, the goalie. So we're tied at 2 with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Jetski with the save there. They're going to need the mic, the second mic. Off the post on that blast from the outside. That means that it can cross over without any problem. Ryberick goes and gets it. And there's a score. And so the Bats take the lead. And an unlikely source for that goal. It's Colin Bowman. Been coming out the back door and mostly not going to the net, winds up collecting the garbage there. And that pass sails. So trailing now for the first time. The Bats should have called a timeout if they wanted to save the possession. They didn't. So the shot does not count. It's after the whistle. But a very entertaining first half that saw the Philippines get out. The Bats tie it. Philippines take a lead again, and then 2 consecutive goals by the Bats have given them the lead at halftime. Our score here at Onondaga Fieldhouse, it's the Rochester Bats 3, the Philippines 2. You're watching the LASNAI Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational Tournament, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. coming over, and they'll have a color guy. So we're gonna need No, I'm not. I'm gonna take the next game off. So they'll have a color guy here. We'll come up after that. Next time you see me back, because I'll probably be off for. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're gonna need it for the 2 o'clock game. So I'm just letting you know now. So we're back to the action. Ramirez gets the draw, little good ball movement, but they can't connect. They do keep possession, however. Schuster gives it over. So one of the things you'll see in this tournament, Schuster playing right-handed. We've seen him like on the man up playing left-handed. And while you think as an American field player you play both sides, in box you really don't. Schuster clearly using his right, and there he gets the goal. So Schuster, with a really hard-working shift, kept picking and picking and picking, then winds up getting the feed on the try the pick and roll. The pick and roll doesn't really work in terms of getting him truly free, but he's able to corral the loose ball and then stick it by Ty Gabriel, who has replaced Jetski in the net. And we're tied. So the Bats come back with the ball. John Brandt avoids being boarded. Ryberich tries to get it down low. Team's last goal scorer, Colin Bowman. Well, I've said Bowman was playing out the back door in the first half. He's playing out the front door now. And Ramirez takes a gratuitous extra shot. Bowman happy to see him go off. Bowman's not going to the box. He's going to the bench. Ramirez, however, returns to the box. He's been very comfortable there today. He's gotten several penalties. This would be his second roughing call if it's called roughing. We'll see what they say. So they do give him a roughing call. So once again, Ramirez in the box for roughing. He is not a first-time offender. That's what I'm trying to say, folks. And that ball fed in front gets lost in Magny's pads. So Turnabene brings the ball forward. Philippines needing to kill this penalty off. Schutt gets free. Nice shot that stopped by Gabriel, but goes out of bounds. That'll keep the ball with the Philippines, and that allows them, if they don't lose possession, to kill off the penalty. Missed pass up high. Rucco corrals it. Even if they don't get a quality shot, they want to be able to kill off the penalty time. Ramirez in the box for 5 more seconds. So Ramirez is released. There's only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Rochester just trying to keep it dirty. So here comes Ryberich. Dishes out across. Shot wide. And Don Menard, they said he left early. They said he left early. So Menard comes back to the box. He served an earlier penalty. the Philippines back with the man advantage. So Thomas and Schutt and Gabriel, the righties. Thomas drops the pass, Schutt picks it up. Back to to Gabriel. Nice stop there. And then the lefties, I should point out, Schuster was playing on the left-hand side. So there's a push call that's going to give the ball back to the Philippines. They still have 15 seconds of man advantage. Birmingham can't corral it. Going to wind up seeing what the call is. But I believe also illegal substitution. It was. So after the illegal substitution penalty, for the Bats, it winds up now being the Bats on the advantage as the Philippines has an illegal substitution penalty. Nice save there on that shot by Menard. Ball stays with the Bats, fresh 30-second shot clock. Broke it up. Nice play there to get the loose ball. John Hussey, who broke up the initial play. Hussey running the break, dishes it off. Nice save there. Rebound by Turnabene. He can't get it by Gabriel either. Bats get the ball forward. Now dished back, tied up. Adam Pulver got tied up, but they get the ball back in the stick of Zach Crawford. And then they score. It's on the fed across on the far side. And that's Mark Stanton with the goal. Mark Stanton makes it 4-3 with just over 8 minutes remaining in regulation. On the faceoffs, I should point out that Rochester is using a 3-1 formation, 3 defenders, 1 player in the offensive zone. Philippines using the more conventional 2-2-2. You use that 3-back for different reasons. Shot off the side of the net. Fans got excited, but it didn't get any part of the frame. No time on the clock. They score, and they say that the goal stands. A nice move down low by Geddes. And he gets that one past Gabriel, makes it 4-4, just as the shot clock was about to expire. So this game been entertaining and close, and we're now to 7 minutes remaining in regulation, knotted at 4. No team has had more than a 1-goal lead in this game. Philippines come away with that. Nice loose ball pickup there by Brad Thomas. Hussey corrals the next loose ball after the wide shot. Schutt has the ball now. And a cross-crease feed by Schutt gets that ball over to Hussey, and Hussey makes it back-to-back quick goals for the Philippines. Scored a goal and then got the next face-off and made the most of that opportunity, and it's now 5-4. So it's Ramirez again at the draw against John Brandt from the bats, and Ramirez comes away and gets the best of it. Ryan Lewis now kicks it over, and Shutt scores. So it's 3 quick goals in succession for the Philippines, as they have won the last 2 draws and converted without any possession. So it's 3 goals without Rochester ever touching the ball. This one, the nice move that got the ball to Ryan Lewis with the quick touch pass over to James Shutt, and that made it 6-4. Brandt wins the pull and now gets the ball. Avoids trouble and shuffles that ball off. That outside shot, too easy. Magne comes up with the ball. Turnabene thinks about it, now gets it across, and they're shut again. And the Philippines are rolling as they have now scored 4 goals. Once Rochester got a 4-3 lead, there was roughly 8 minutes left. It took roughly a minute to get the next draw and everything else. And yeah, Rochester decides that they need to take a timeout here to try to get things back in order, because there's 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in regulation, and where they've just gone in the last 3.5 minutes from up by 1 to down by 3. So they're going to try to stop the bleeding. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be right back with the conclusion of this game. You're watching the Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. Welcome back to the action here at the Onondaga Fieldhouse. Face-off violation by Stanton gives the ball over to the Philippines. And they have put Jetski back in the cage. And I don't like to see that, only from the standpoint of I don't think you can blame Gabriel. Some good shots, quality shots. Shutt, who scored the last 2. And he scores another one. Shutt with a natural hat trick. He took the shot and he got it off the post, and then he beat Jetski with the rebound. Jetski got a piece of it but couldn't keep it out. And that's what I'm saying, is that you can't give up those rebounds and then blame the goalie when they score from in close. Another face-off violation. So it's 8-4, 3.5 minutes remaining. Fed in front, and again, player loose and wide open. Jetski makes the save. Somehow the ball winds up in the net as players were still fighting for it. But it's a violation against the Philippines, giving the Bats the ball back. Stanton, who has a goal. They're opening up a lot of this arena. If you've never been to this arena, it's an amazing place to play, because they can close it in, which of course they have to do against the winners here in upstate New York. But they also, as Ryan Lewis comes to the box, cross-check against him. We're not yet to stop time, so. But a gorgeous arena, so they can open it up and basically make it an open-air arena. The roof, of course, is permanent. Everything here is staying as that ball never gets through. They feed this ahead to Birmingham. Birmingham gets driven off. Nice defensive play there. Zach Crawford. You got to worry about getting high on Birmingham. Jetski stops that little one, then loose ball. Jetski stops the rebound and makes another save. And again, great saves from Jetski right there. But if somebody's blaming Ty Gabriel for the goals that he gave up, they should think about the fact that Jetski had to just stand on his head. And while he's fortunate that he did, and there's a goal from the outside. Ryberich, the little worm burner that somehow eludes Manye. And I apologize if we've got mispronunciations on some of the names. We're being told how to pronounce them, but we're not being told by the guys who actually have the name. Sometimes that doesn't work so well. And that shot got a piece and went out of bounds, so it'll stay. So, crease violation called against the Bats. But with an 8-5 lead and 1 minute and 15 seconds left, Philippines is playing the clock. And that was a missed opportunity. They should have driven that ball all the way to the corner. If you're the Philippines and time is your friend and it's a running clock, you want to do everything you can to kill clock. Dakota Thompson, and he scores. So we're into stop time, and although the scoreboard still says 8-4, that goal makes it 8-6. So Dakota Thompson, the big lefty, gets his first goal, and yes, now they've corrected the scoreboard. 40.5 seconds remaining, 8-6. And for some reason, they're still playing more guys back than forward. And Ramirez wins it and should just run away. Because clock more valuable than goal. Dangerous pass, but they keep possession. And now again, they should just slow the ball down. "15 seconds remaining. So one last chance for the Bats. Gets knocked down, picked up again. Oof, big hit behind the play. Big hit behind the play. Right at the end of the game, completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. So, got guys on the Bats bench hoping to get a chance to get at, because the player is still down at the far end. I want to say that's Tyler Tichner, or Titchner. Yeah, he's the one who took the shot at the end. He's now up, but he was driven into the boards. And Leesa from the Philippines team, not somebody who's gotten a lot of playing time on there, got a little overexcited perhaps and winds up drilling the guy into the boards. He's being escorted off, so he won't even go through the handshake line. And that brings us to the end of the game. So an exciting game, pretty much all the way to the finish. And the Bats unable to sustain things once they had taken the lead. The Philippines comes back and wins 8-6. I'm Chuck Jaffe. Thank you for joining us. There's much more action to come from the LaxAllStars North American Invitational here from the Onondaga Nation. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the next game in about 12 minutes.